Hey everyone, welcome to day 86. The title is Welcome Support, and the verse is Proverbs 24, verse 14, and it says, "Wisdom is sweet to your soul. If you find it, you will have a bright future, and your hopes will not be cut short." And the devotional says, a key part of embracing our own significance is welcoming support. After all, God uses others to bless us, teach us, and mature us for our now and our next. Look at the disciples. They needed Jesus to become more than their Messiah. They needed him to be their teacher, comforter, and encourager. But it was Jesus' intention that they would receive the gift of his presence too. He wanted them to become the gifts and containers of his presence and wisdom so that others could grow. The same holds true with you. God desires that you live in communion with other people who can pour into you. But first, you have to believe you're worthy. That was the real question the disciples had to ask themselves when Jesus invited them to leave all they had to follow him. I imagine they had already been praying for a life shift so they would experience something more. What will you do when the opportunity to shift shows up? Your shift will likely happen through encounters with other people who can teach, encourage, and build you up. But you must have eyes to see, a heart to receive, and a deep appreciation for wisdom. A new level of wisdom is an important key to unlocking the future that God has waiting for you. Be someone whom others want to pour into. Own your significance by operating with discipline and diligence. You're worthy of the wonderful. Believe it to receive it. And the question is, why are you worthy of the wonderful? And then the prayer at the bottom says, Lord, you have already called me worthy and wonderful. Surround me with extraordinary wisdom so that I may grow into all you predestined for my life. Worthiness is something that I'm actually still working on. If you grew up just not feeling worthy of love, or you were an achiever, or just you were taught that the way to receive love is to do a certain thing or hit a certain mark, I really want to encourage you to bring that to the feet of Jesus. But also, I really am a huge advocate for counseling and therapy. God is bigger than anything and everything, obviously, and I've seen him set people free in a moment from heavy, hardcore stuff. But I've also seen him use people. I've also seen him use pastors and counselors and therapists and people who have devoted their lives to learning how to make people better, how to help people heal, how to give them tools. And I just am a huge advocate for it. So yeah, just wanted to encourage you that if you're like, oh, that's not Christian, that's not biblical, I would like to say, yes, God can do anything, but also he has community for us. In the same way that when you're sick or someone is sick, God can supernaturally heal you. But in my case, God used doctors, he used surgeons, he used medicine that's why I'm sitting here today. And so I just want us to, like it says in the devotional, you have to be looking for it, and it probably won't look the way you think it should or the way you want it to, but that doesn't mean it's not God, which is why it's so important that every relationship, every person, every opportunity, just everything, just run it by God. Check it. Even if you're like, oh, this is totally it, or if you're convinced it's not, maybe your instincts, maybe your gut reaction is correct. But you don't want to miss something that is God because you were like, oh, that's not how I expected it to look. So yeah, anyways, I love you guys and I'll see you tomorrow. Obviously, we're almost to the very end of this. I can't believe it. 100 days is flying by. I'm trying to decide if there's something to do after this, whether it's another devotional or weekly videos on like a more specific topic. Am I bringing the podcast back and doing it on video? I have no idea. So if you guys have any ideas, leave them in the comments. But otherwise, I just want to thank you for being here and engaging. And I hope it's blessed you like it's blessed me. So I will see you tomorrow.